mercy, your loving kindness, for beyond comprehension, faithful God, faithful. Wait, wait, boom, boom. Wait, wrong one. Wait. Yo, my lighting is bad, bro. But yeah, we're learning guitar today, chat. Whoever's watching this, we're learning guitar today, chat. But I'm playing guitar like how you play bass guitar. Let me get used to that word, bass guitar, cause I always say bass, you know. My accent, Alini accent, Alan. My strings low-key need a change, chat. If you guys can see my strings, bro, they low-key need a change. Not even low-key. The high-key need a change. So today we're gonna have I wanna learn for an hour. I wanna put in an hour of guitar practice today. You know, with my trick, you barely get time to do things like this, bro. So I also need a haircut. Yeah. I need a lot of things, bro. I don't know what to learn. I wanna learn like different chords. You know, like major chords, major 7 chords. Let me go to who must I go to? Must I go to Morty Music or Justin Guitar? Because those are my two. I've never watched Morty Music, so let's try Morty Music today. And let's look at like one of his courses. And then find a course, and then I'll find something that I haven't done before. And then I want to learn strumming. I also need to put in 15 minutes of strumming. So yeah, I want to put in 15 minutes of strumming, because I don't know how to follow a strumming pattern yet. So beginner guitar shows, AC/DC, how to write acoustic riffs on guitar, 5 easy links. More. Oh wait, I just need like a beginner course, bro. Beginner guitar, easy songs and techniques. Bass guitar. Multi music doesn't have a lot, chat. He just teaches like music. That's what he does. He teaches music. So let's go to Justin, bro. We're gonna do an intermediate Justin course. Justin guitar. Where are you guys though? Must all tune the guitar with me, man. You know, Shane. Must do a few things with me. Yeah, I have 1,000 subscribers but 0 live viewers. That's embarrassing. Beginner course. Let's go to intermediate, because I think I'm intermediate. I've been playing for a month now, so that should be intermediate. Right? Okay, intermediate. They're starting with barcode, so I'm not there yet. So I'm still a beginner. Okay, still a beginner. No, I don't want to play a video. I want to find course introduction. They start teaching them how to tune guitar. You don't even need a course for that, bro. Guitar practice routines, 8 open chords you should know about. Has he done the chord switches? Because I know how to do the chord switches. He's teaching them how to play C chord, bro. Fourth check. I can't do that. I don't know. The G code, act, 8 strumming patterns you need. Learn the open string notes on guitar. Okay. We're gonna learn open strings right now. And obviously before we start, we need to tune the guitar. And to tune the guitar, we need to take off my best friend called Capo. Check out the capo. That was a bad way of taking off the capo, by the way. And I need to find my tuner. I need to find my tuner. Need to find my... Where's my tuner, bro? Oh, nah. Wait, I can't find my tuner, bro. It has to be somewhere in here, though. It's not in the main bag. Oh, here's it. I found it. Found my clip-on tuner. So this is what you use to tune your guitar. It's a low machine called a tuner. Put it on. It's on bass. It's on bass guitar. So I have to put it back to guitar, you know. Put it on the guitar. You put it here on the guitar. For those that don't know, you put it here on the guitar. You face it towards you. And then you hand. So I'm gonna play with what pick? I'm playing with the blue pick today. That's the pick that came in for today. Bro, low key, I have a lot of picks that disappeared and I don't know where they went to. So we're gonna go through every single string. You know? So I'm gonna go through every single string to make sure it's tuned. Top E is tuned, which is the 6th one. Wait, so 6 is moderately tuned. Okay, so 6. Wait. 6 tuned. 5. Okay. 5. 5 is tuned. 4 is tuned as well. 3 is not so tuned. 3 is tuned. 'It's always hard to tune this one, bro. That can't be how B sounds when it's tuned. Oh yeah, it is. Wow. Yeah, it's tuned. So let's hear it. Yeah, it's tuned. Let's play G and see if it's gonna show me a G. It's showing me a B when I'm playing a G. Now it's showing me an A. E. Something's wrong with this tuner. Let's play D and see what happens. The D shows a D, okay? E minor. It shows a B for E minor. Okay. C. Doesn't show anything for C. What other chord is there? What other chord do I know how to play? An A chord. I don't really like the A chord because of how complicated it is. But let's try the A chord. That's the A chord. A chord. Hear it again. For the A chord, do you have to go through all of them? Oh, no, this is the E chord. I'm not sure. What chord is a shat where you put all your 3 fingers in one fret? I think it's the E chord. So the A has to be this one. That shows B, so maybe the A is this one. Okay, but the guitar is tuned, so let's go. Let's just hit a quick little warm up. Yo, what's up, Zero? Yeah, that was the A chord. And then the famous F chord. Yeah, the F chord is kinda special, so let's try. Yeah, I was just doing random chord changes, and my favorite strumming pattern, my only strumming pattern, is just the rhythm. It's just 1, 2. Down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down. 2, 3, and 1, 1. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. You see, that's what I struggle with counting, and my hands are already quite sore. But let's go to the listen for the day. The little one part of the lessons for today. tried barcoding. I don't know what I just bought, but yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Justin here. In this lesson, we're going to check out the of the open strings. This lesson is also included in my music theory grade 1 course. Definitely recommend that you go and check that out as well. There'll be more about that in the next lesson. Link in the description below. The basic idea here is we're going to learn the note names of the open strings first of all, and then that will enable us to learn all of the notes on the harmonic eventually, but we want to start with just the open strings. The easiest way to do that is to use a thing called a mnemonic, which is where we make up a little rhyme, and the first letter of each word of the rhyme gives us our note name of the open strings. The most popular one is Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. That gives us an E for Eddie, A for 8, D for dynamite, G for goodbye, good, B for bye, and E for Eddie. Okay, so Eddie ate dynamite,
Goodbye, Eddie.
E, A, D, G, B, E.
How did you know this though?
Really important that you know the note names of your open strings. Now, when I learned it, I learned Easter Bunny gets drunk
After Easter. Easter bunny
Kind of
gets. Okay.
feels like it might not be politically correct for children to be learning that.
Easter bunny gets drunk after Easter. Easter bunny. No, it can't be. How is it Easter bunny? Okay. It can't be. It can't work. Because B doesn't go. Oh, it's starting from the bottom. Okay. Okay, let's go. Easter bunny gets drunk after Easter. Easter bunny gets drunk after Easter. Okay, I understand it.
I learned Easter Bunny
Gets drunk
drunk
after Easter.
That kind of feels like it might not be politically correct for children to be learning that sort of thing. So that's the one I learned. I got taught it when I was 7 or 8 years old or something, so it hasn't damaged me, but it's probably not the best one for teaching young kids. But you could make up your own. In fact, if you go over and see this lesson in the music theory course, I got people to type in their own mnemonics for this, and it's a lot of fun. Every beginner guitarist dreads all enharmonics. There's one there that I can see. You really could make up anything that you want in order to help you remember those open string note names, so long as you can remember whether it's the thicker string E, A, D, G, B, E, or the thinner string start E, B, G, D, A, E. I don't mind which way round you learn it, so long as I tell you the fourth string, what note name is that? And you can go, oh,
That's
D.
D.
Also remembering here, just in case there was something there that you missed, we always call the thinner string, string 1. Okay, so it's always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I talk about string 6, it's definitely the thicker string, not the first string. The first string will always be the thinnest string. The third string, 1, 2, 3. 3 down, starting from the thinnest string. Really, really important that you know that as well. So that's part of the connection. I'll often say on the second string or the first string or the fifth string. I sometimes use the letter names. A lot of other teachers prefer to use the letter names. There's nothing wrong with that. I just find it a little easier, especially when it comes to the E. If I say the E string, well, actually there's 2 E strings. Both outside strings are the note E, so it can be slightly confusing.
Yo, it's good whoever's watching, bro. I'm just learning guitar.
This is not included in your practice routine. This is just something I want you to do, but before you...
Okay, so that was useless. So now we're watching another one on
the changes, which is about
what?
basically making sure that you get your chord changes done in time. Now, for those people using my beginner song course app, where you're playing along with songs all the time, you're probably not likely to be having too much problem with this, because the song doesn't stop. It keeps going. So you kind of have to catch up all the time, and that forces you to make the chord changes, because it's not stopping. And that's what happens in the real world of music. If you're playing a song, you don't want it to stop. Stopping becomes really, really obvious. You can muck up the chords as much as you like, but if you stop the rhythm, everybody realizes, non-musicians, people just listening to you, everyone will notice that you screwed it up if you stop. So if you're going along and you're going, and then you go, there we go. If you keep that strumming going and the rhythm is right, most people won't notice. But if you go, you can hear it's just kind of disjointed, and it doesn't, all of the feeling of the music has disappeared. So if you're not using the beginner song course app and doing the play along thing regularly, I really want you to work on playing with a metronome and making sure that you don't stop, that you force the chord changes to happen. There's a little bit about it. If you don't stop and you're playing with a metronome or a drum groove or whatever, a backing track, if you're doing that sort of practice, your hand feels like it's not going to be the weak part of the playing here, and it'll go faster than it will if you allow it to stop all the time. If you're used to going G and then stop and then put your fingers down and then doing the next chord.
Let's try that. Let's see if I stop. Let's see if I'm the type to stop. Yeah, I stopped. Let's go again. I stopped because it's a hard chord. okay, so still need to work on that one.
I'm cool, he'll stop. I can do this nice and slow, I don't have to hurry. Whereas if there's a beat going on, a metronome click, you straight away have to go, okay, come on, let's get there, come on, yeah, do it. They kind of go, whoa, okay, he's not joking now, I have to get there. And that kind of pressure is a really good pressure for a beginner guitar player to have. Okay, there's good pressure and there's bad pressure. Sometimes pressure can make you fumble more. But this kind of pressure where you're really trying to force those chord changes to happen at the right time, you should be doing your 1 minute changes anyway, and you should be pushing yourself in those 1 minute changes sessions to try and go as fast as you can. Don't just be relaxed and doing it like it's comfortably. You should be really like, come on man, come on. Give yourself a little motivational chat while you're doing it and really force the chord changes to be as fast as you can. And if you combine that when you're doing your song practice, really trying to get those chords to change at the right time. Put the pressure on yourself. Like I said, if you're using my app and you're used to playing along, you probably already this is happening naturally. But I wanted to include this lesson for those of you that are practicing on your own without, and maybe you've been a bit lazy with the idea of practicing with a metronome. If you have been, if that's you, use something to keep you in time and to force you to make the chord changes at the right time. That's really, really important. You don't want to allow yourself to do these little stops. It's not the real world. It's not what makes music feel good. Rhythm is the driving thing in music. Even if you fluff the chords up, getting the rhythm right is the key thing. So keeping yourself in time and keeping the rhythm strong will help speed up your chord changes. As long as you're aware of that and you're aware of that pressure, and I've got to make those chord changes get a bit faster so that the rhythm doesn't stop. And this is something that I want you to practice. If you're not doing the play along stuff, I want you to really work on that this week and in the coming weeks. Really focus on your timing, playing along with the metronome. There's loads of free metronomes available on the web, or cheap apps that you can get that have got metronomes. Or my absolutely fantastic Justin Guitar metronome time trainer, which you should definitely check out as well, because it's a great metronome. I'm not trying to sell it to you or anything. It's like $1.99, so less than the price of a decent beer, I always say. That should be your focus on your practice for songs from now on. Is making sure that you play the songs solidly in time and forcing the chord changes so that you always get your good chord on beat one. Even if it means leaving the previous chord a little early, you want the chord on beat one to be your rip.
Now let's learn how to play
Like
the mighty F chord.
So we were using fingers 2, 3, and 4, like the fingers we'd use if we didn't have a first. Next lesson, some cheats for F. And you should know that it's likely to take you quite a few weeks, maybe months, to develop your F chord properly. And that's just being able to play it. And then you've got to learn to change between it. And that's the reason I've kind of entered it pretty early on in grade 2, because we're going to slowly be working through and kind of revisiting it, and you'll be practicing it for quite some time. Both the getting it right and getting the notes ringing out clearly, and then being able to change to and from it. And the cheats make it easy to play the songs, and it's just something, we're going to learn it now, we're going to be cooking it for a little bit. There are quite a few stages to the process of learning F and different struggles that you're likely to encounter along the way. So I'm going to try and take you through as many of them as you can. If you've got problems, though, do leave them in the comments, and I might make a supplemental lesson to iron out any of those difficulties, and or I will include them in later lessons where if I can see that lots of people are having the same struggles that we have with it when I've been learning it left-handed. If you really want to watch somebody struggling with that, then do go and check out those knit such lessons, because they're pretty funny. Okay, let's get to a close-up and have a look at the chord and start talking about how it's formed. Okay, so this is the F chord. Now, I've been playing F chord for 30 years or something now.
We're learning one chord, by the way.
Easy for me, but I know it's not easy when I'm playing it left-handed. So let me explain what's going on. It's called a bar chord because the first finger is doing this bar across all of the strings. And the shape that we're putting in front of the bar is essentially an E chord. So if we had an E chord like that, and we re-fingered it so we were using fingers 2, 3, and 4, like the fingers we'd use if we didn't have a first finger, it's still an E chord. If we move all of that up one fret, then something needs to replace the nut, and that's the first finger. So it's essentially pressing down all of the strings at the first fret. You can see that from here. If we get everything up by one semitone, get an F. Now this is a movable chord shape, so if we move it up again, we've got F sharp. Move it up again, G. Another way of playing G. There's G as a bar chord. But we're just going to be dealing with F to start off with. Now the first thing to realise is that the bar is not actually pressing down on all of the strings, because these three strings have got fingers on, so we don't need the bar to press down like all of them, like I can kind of do it. That's really difficult for me now. The thing that we're doing, really, we're just playing the thickest string and the thinnest two strings, and the other ones are muted. I only just realised that if I play like a regular F and lift off those fingers, I'm actually only playing the thickest string, mute, 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 and the thinnest two, and the only ones that are coming out if I lift them off. So be aware of that there's a little bit of a curve in the finger, so you're really playing just the thickest and the thinnest two strings. Now the other part that's really, really helpful to understand as a beginner is it's not going down flat. But if I try and put my finger down flat, I've got to prop my elbow right out like that, and that's using the pad of my finger. Now, just here, on the flat part of the finger, really, really soft, and it's not good for playing bar chords. Okay, the part that we want for the bar chord is like the side of the thumb, but not exactly the side. So it's not the side. It's like halfway between the front of the finger and the very edge of the finger is where you get the best pressure. You can see it even if I'll just give myself a bit of extra help here and press down really hard on my finger so you can see where it goes. And you can see hopefully the lines there in my finger are just all of the way down on here. Now, part of the trick with this is that we all have a different shaped first finger. So in order to get a hard part of the finger that's able to press down on those thinnest two strings and that one, you need to find where your first finger is going to sit. Some of you will have to poke the first finger a little bit higher. Others will be just using the very tip of the first finger. Now, I don't recommend that you poke it right up over the top too much like that. I see people playing bar chords like that sometimes. And you might find that you can do it, that it kind of works, but it's going to hinder your progress later down the line when we start applying bar chords for other chord shapes, like say that chord, where the first finger really can't be like flopped over like that. Okay, so err on the side of trying to keep the tip of your first finger.
I'm really trying to do the F bar, bro. So I need to find like a straight, but the thing is my fingers are not straight. Like there's a bump. But I shouldn't use it as an excuse. So let me find a way. I just can't get to the B to thingy, bro. The B is muted. Lord, please help me. If I was using my left hand, I would be like this. hard, chat. This is hard, chat. Yeah. Yeah, G code, another day, bro. And I think it's gonna wait. One day I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be able to do the G code, the F code. I mean, sorry, the F code. Let's learn power chords. Yeah, power chords is the last thing we're gonna do.
See, a B
Power
minor.
chords is the last thing you're gonna do tonight, Bree. We have to know barcodes to know power chords. Ah, you have to know barcodes to know power chords.
Hey, how you doing?
You have to know barcodes, bro.
How to play and
We have to know barcodes. So let's learn barcodes.
not saying that like you should know all of them instantly, but at least be able to work them out. Ideally, you'd be able to find them pretty quickly, and it'd be really helpful if you also know your power chords and how to use them. That kind of ties in with knowing those root notes on the thickest two strings as well. So I'd strongly suggest you check those things out and be kind of confident with that before moving on with anything else in this lesson. So here is our F bar chord, remembering to try and check the notes, make sure that everything's ringing out clearly. If the thinnest two strings are a bit dead, you need to press harder. If they're rattly, your fingers are probably not positioned well or not pressing hard enough.
Let's do. What can we learn?
In the chord, they need chord like that. Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Hey, how you doing? Justin Sandico here, and welcome to the best. Justin here. Today I want to talk a bit about which chord changes you should be practicing in your 1 minute changes. There's 8 chords that you got down now, 8, 8, 64, less 8, I think it's 56 different possibilities, but some of those are duplicates. I sat down with a list of all of the different possible chord changes and muddled it down to 25 chord changes that I think would be really useful for you to work on. But that's still a lot. If you're going to do 25 1 minute changes sessions, that's 25 minutes of practice just on chord changes. A little bit much. So how do you whittle that down even further? Well, the short answer is you should work on the chord changes that you need to play the songs that you like. So once you've figured out, hey, here's 5 or 6 songs that I really want to work on for this grade to kind of pass my test, to be able to play through, that I can play at a party or a barbecue, look at the chord changes in them when you're practicing the songs, figure out which chord changes are the hardest, make a note of them, and work on those in your 1 minute changes. Okay, you want to try and take a practical approach, because to try and practice all 25 of the chord changes is a little bit redundant. Some of the chord changes are just, I think, not necessary. To practice, say, D to D minor, you might come across that chord change in a song, but I would recommend practicing that chord change when you come across that chord change. Okay, the chord change A to C. Yeah, you might find it from time to time, but it's certainly not a common one. So really, the best way to do it is to work on changes that you need in songs that you want to play. Okay, that is really the best answer to this question. If you want to make a table of all of the different changes and work out, making sure that you can do every chord change up to 60 changes a minute, there's no harm in doing that. A lot of the engineering kind of mathsy type really enjoy that as a challenge, as a thing to do. And if you're loving playing guitar, if you're really enjoying the journey, then it's totally fine to do that. Personally, I'm a bit struggling for time. I'd rather spend my time playing songs, and I want to do exercises that are going to help me play songs. So I kind of see playing songs as being the point of the whole thing. Okay? So have a think about it. Go through the songs that you want to play. Look at the chord changes when you're doing your song practice. Make a note of the difficult ones, either in my practice assistant or on a piece of paper or song chart or wherever, and then sit down and work systematically through those chord changes, because you might find you've got 10 over the 5 songs that you want to work on. There's 10 changes that are difficult. So just try and pick out a few at a time. Work them up so that you can get them into the song, and then pick another couple. I wouldn't recommend trying to have 10 different chord changes to 10 one-minute changes sessions in one practice session. That's too much. Okay, so 2, 3, 4 maybe 1-minute changes sessions in your practice routine. Because remember, it's up to you now to adapt your practice routine to fit yourself, and a little bit that's your personality type. So you might find you just want to How you doing? Justin here, and today I'm going to share with you what I think is probably the most important exercise in this entire course. It is the 1-minute changes. We're going to pick 2 chords and change between them as many times as we can in 1 minute. Sounds pretty simple. Actually, it is a relatively simple exercise, but the benefits are huge. As I already mentioned, the first hurdle that beginners have is dealing with the finger pain. That's generally pretty horrible for a couple of weeks and gradually gets better. Should be pretty much gone after a couple of months, if not sooner. The next challenge is making the chord changes fast enough to be able to play a song, because you can't really play a song just with one chord. There might be some here or there that's just one chord, but most songs have multiple chords, so learning to change between the chords is the thing that you need to be able to do to play any songs. It's also the fact that we count the changes in the 1-minute changes exercise is a fantastic motivational tool, because you actually get to see your progress. There's no question about it. Sometimes when you're learning guitar, it's like, oh, have I really got better? I've done all of this practice. But with 1-minute changes, because you're writing the number of changes down each practice session, you can see yourself go from like, I did 5 changes this minute, and then the next day I did 10, and the next day I did 25, and it's quantifiable. It's a really fantastic motivational tool, so I definitely encourage you to be using the practice routine generator on my site, or the 1-minute changes counter in the app, or at the very least a piece of paper and a pen, and writing down how many chord changes you do with each practice session. So I've already given you the idea. Right now we've only got 2 chords to change between, which is the A chord and the D chord. So the first thing I recommend you do is just actually make the chord changes a few times. So we're doing A to D today. It's the only 2 chords that we know. So just remembering to use the anchor finger there, just trying to get the chord nice and fresh before we go into doing the 1-minute changes. The object of the exercise of 1-minute changes is to do fast chord changes. They're allowed to be a little bit sloppy. I know this might seem a little bit weird, but the accuracy of the finger placement isn't the key thing. They should be on the right string and in the right fret. But the rest of it is kind of forgivable. The notes aren't quite pronounced nearly as you'd like or whatever, that's okay. That's perfect practice as well. So chord perfect practice is about making the chords sound really good. 1-minute changes is about making the changes really fast. And if you practice those 2 things separately, after a few weeks you'll find they start to come together, and you'll find that you're doing very fast and accurate chord changes. But in the initial stages, those 2 things might seem a little bit distant. So you're doing your 1-minute changes and you're like, oh, these chords aren't ringing out right,
What you mean by nice though?
It's okay. If you've got any doubt, go and watch my left-handed practice, the knit subs lessons, where I'm starting out doing these chord changes. It's a bit of a fumble fest, lots of duff notes come out, that's totally all right. So once you've got your fingers, they kind of know roughly where they're going to go. You're going to hit start on the timer, and then you're going to go do as many as you can. You're going to strum each chord, and you're going to count each time you do a chord change. I usually count the first one as well, so I'd hit start and I go, 1, 2.
He's learning on his left hand, but I look so weird
3,
because he's a teacher.
4, 5, 6. Going through and counting out loud so that you can count your changes. Now, ideally, what we're looking for is a flow. So even if it's real slow, trying to get like a flow going from one chord to the next.
Got it. So I'll be doing chord changes between G and C. So in essence, what G and C looks like is this. I want to do this G, all right? So from this G to C, this C, so it's kind of like, ooh, one, yeah, you get it. So that's the chord change that I want to do today, because it's the one that I struggle with the most in my favorite song, which is Lord Over All. So we're gonna go. So we're gonna do it, let's say 5 times. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I did 17 in 1 minute. That's quite okay. Let's go another round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I did 22 in that one. I'm gonna go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I did less this time. I did the same number. And we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Okay, now I'm gonna do my normal G chord. G chord, my normal G to E to C. I mean, so we're gonna go. And another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I did 27. 27 has been my highest so far. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We did 30, chat. Let's go. PR is currently 30. 30 in 1 minute. Let's go another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We did 31. We did 31. So 31 is the PR, and we will go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, Yeah, 27. So PR was 31. Where's my pen? 31 of 60. So now we're doing from G to D. We're gonna do that 5 times. We're gonna do my normal G because this G. What's the difference between this G, and this G? No difference. No difference. So rather do my normal G to D 5 times again. Let's go. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Matched my PR. But if I do like if I do the other G, right, it's gonna be easier because this finger stays in the same place. So I understand it now. So now I'm gonna play the normal G and see how it's gonna go. Not the other G. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Also couldn't beat the PR. So yeah, let's try that one more time. On that D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Also missed 31. Wow. So now I'm gonna do the easiest of all time just to see how much I can do, which is G to E minor. Let's go. G to E minor 5 times. That's like the easiest one, the ease, I think, because it's just G, E minor, G, E minor. That's the easiest. Let's go. G, E minor. Okay. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 40, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59! 59 out of 60 times. Wow. Let's go again. 59 out of 60 times. 59 out of 60 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 67, let's go. 67 out of 60 with the easiest chord change. Wow. So now I'm going to give you guys a performance because today's been a session, you know? This was probably one of my longest, most effective sessions. And we're going to play one of my favorite songs and I'm going to sing for you guys today. I'm not going to play with the backing track. I'm just going to sing it for you guys. And it's my favorite song and its name is Lord Over All by Lovell Singers. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave this live published. I think I will. Just to help you guys have something to watch because I'm consistent. I want to be more consistency. I'm gonna be singing now. What's the other one? I've watched my worship team warm up quite a few times, and that's quite one of the weird things they do. You know what's the other one? What's the other one? Imagine I do all that just to like not do the song properly. So I don't know how to do the intro, but I can figure it out. Let's try doing the intro. So it's okay. What a joy it is to serve you. You took my place and made me your glory. What an honor it is to call you Lord. Wait. What an honor it is to call you Lord. You alone can reign and reign. changes your name, but your nothing changes your name, but your name changes everything. Hey, this is the confidence we have in you. Your name is holy. Lord of my life, I serve you only. Your word is true and the only. It's really clear that you are Lord of all. Your name is holy. Lord of my life, I serve you only. Your word is truth and the only. Sweet clear, you are Lord of all. Then it's the instrumental part. I know my voice is not the best right now. And then verse 2, we go. What a blessing it is to love you. You said in your word, all things are working together for me. How can man try to overthrow you, Lord God, when heaven's your throne and the earth is your footstool? You have never lost the battle. You are Lord Commander. You are Lord Commander. Where am I? You are Lord Commander of the angel armies. You told us to use your name, Lord, for nothing changes your name, but your name changes everything. Yeah, this is the confidence we have in you. Your name is holy. Lord name is holy. Lord of my life, I serve you only. Your word is truth and the only. It's really clear you are Lord over all. Your name is holy. Your word is true and the only. It's really clear you are Lord over all. Yeah. I delight in your warm embrace, ever joyful for your grace. You are God to every race. Sweet declare you are Lord over all. I delight in your warm embrace, ever joyful for your grace. You are kind to every race. Sweet declare you are Yes, we declare you are Lord. Oh, your name is holy. Lord of my life, I serve you only. Your word is truth and the only. This we declare you are Lord. Oh, your name is holy, is holy. Lord of my life, I serve you only. Your word is true and the only. Yes, we declare you are Lord over all. Woo! That is it from my guitar practicing lesson today. Let's try some finger picking. What battery is my phone? Okay, 8%. What can I do with 8? Oh, I got a shock somehow. 8%. Okay. Yeah, man. Looks like I don't have it tonight. Those other night, bro, I'll never forget. Where I was just flowing with my hands, bro. But it just never came back, you know. But one day it will. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Jesus loves you guys so much. Remember John 3 verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. So if you believe in Jesus Christ and proclaim his lordship over your life, you shall not perish but have eternal life. Be blessed, be blessed. I love you. See you guys in February when I'm posting consistently. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to your love. Shout out to Jesus. Bye. Safe. Cheers. Bye.